You know, me listening to the System Shock soundtrack just reminds me how much I fucking love System Shock and how I should probably replay that game again. Maybe we should do another playthrough of probably the original actually. The remake is very good, but I've kind of been feeling the original as well, you know? Like the original System Shock 2. Oi, 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 oi. And then switch the audio here as well. There we go. And we're in game. So, last time what did we do? We were about to go to the fright section because of the cult of the bloodstained web. But we got occupied by leveling up. One thing.
Have to be here. I am not even sure what is making me more nauseous. These horrid colors, or the smell.
Light of my eyes, may I offer you a drink from my flask? In a mere instant, the colors will seem more pleasing, and you won't mind the smell anymore either.
Any more than the baton in the web is too good for you void bags. One thing I've been thinking about is I kind of want to increase. I'd recommend for people unfamiliar with Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader system. The modifiers of difficulty gradually come into effect, reaching their intended values by the conclusion of Chapter 1. How difficult is for players want a challenging experience and need to know the base game system, so I have extensive experience in analog risk tactical games with CRPGs. Yeah, I wanna make this a bit more difficult because I've been noticing that the game so far has been too much of a bruise. Well, not bruise, breeze. There's the laws of the hub's vials for this work cycle. Do you have any idea how much it costs? There, 15 ration cards. It's all I've got, I swear. Spend the rest on Rutgut again, I'm guessing. I'm not doing you any more favors. Give up the drink or get used to life in the pestilence pit. I hope you get hit by a train. Average Tuesday evening. Goods. Okay, medkit. The bulky doors lead to the enforcers as living quarters in the hub's provision depots. The bulky doors lead to the enforcers' living quarters, okay. I've been streaming a lot recently. Like, a lot. I've been streaming almost daily, but, well. Long live the rogue. Have you heard the rogue traders coming down from the upper decks? I heard insane too, except that wasn't quite how I imagined, Lady Theodora. The label company will resist the urge to crawl into the darkest holes. Sprinkles and falls off a posh close one anyway. Well, they don't know Lady Theodora died. The ring is there to mark the quieter the sounds of the station become. The shadow grow longer and seem to stretch in the direction of the adjacent section. Oh great, it also plays with the audio. Lovely. Whoa, this is the first time I've seen a rogue trader up close. I can't believe my eyes. Who's sending me DMs? Yeah. Right, sorry. Need to get this back again.
Follow my lead.
Lord Captain! The enforcer quickly puts the safety on the flamer and points the nozzle away from you. How may I serve you? What are you doing? Burning the poor shacks, Lord Captain. The rebel built them, cutting off the air supply to the next bay and making it difficult for the Inferni to work. We do deserve to get out of here after time, but I won't listen. Captain Frenzo has ordered everything to be burned down, and afterward this area to be sealed off. Stop the burning immediately, I have no questions. I mean, the burning hasn't done anything. I have no questions. I mean, they've been told in advance to like leave and they aren't. How may I serve you? No questions. Please, mercy, please, save me. The young man gasps for you through burnt lips, slipping in and out of delirium. His skin is dripping from his gaunt body like melted wax from a candle. His eyes, somehow intact, alive, clear, and filled with pain, stare at you from under his caked eyelids. Who are you and what happened to you? I'm Vale, a cleaner. I was in my house, asleep. Enforcers came, set fire to it. I didn't make it out in time. So true, like there's no forces and Medicaid person in here now. There is a man in need of revival. Once he has recovered, assigning to a scribe apprentice. He's too badly injured to get back to a worker's life. A blissful smile twists the man's lips, and a tear forms at the corner of his ruined eye socket. The competent has sent you to save me. You are his light. You are his grace. Thank you. Thank you for not leaving me here. Never forget the mercy the Lord Captain has granted you. Do you know anything about the mark next to you? He tries to turn his head, his blackened skin crunching as it opens into scarlet cracks. A spinner came. He painted a symbol. Then he gave me water and whispered a strange verse. He told me to memorize it and recite it later, so that help would come. And here you are. Then I should... He begins to whisper, his lips twisted in pain. To soothe smirched soul, her mercy she did grant. Last breath expressed, knife met heart. Removed from chest, passed on to death. Her duty blessed, a balm for those who suffer anguish and distress. A longing brought to rest, of mortal bonds the soul's divests. The crux of his test is clear. In order to follow in the saints' footsteps, you are supposed to kill the young man and thus release him from his suffering. The cultists want to see if you understand the philosophy of those you seek. The deaf cultists want us to end the poor man. Those sick lunatics. Anyone can be saved as long as they still want to live. Jade's fingers move towards her neck, augment instinctively. At the very least, they deserve an attempt to save them before you discard their life. Help's on the way, just hold on a little longer. Of course, thank you. Stop the burning immediately. Stop the burning immediately. Stopping the burning! Jesus. I mean, yeah, they're blocking the air shafts, but...
I rise to the occasion.
You can barely make out the crudely scribbled words on the burnt note. Then pass the market. Make sure to input. You'll be rude the entire operation. On the tracks, you'll find a little gift. Give it to him and you'll see for yourself. Burning he felt? It is shame. Stack of ration cards. Oh, maybe I can collect those and give them to that one guy who ran off. Good evening, NG. Hello. As a rogue trader. A group of beggars are rattling their alms mugs and ostentatiously displaying their hunger-sunken bellies and their various disfigurements. A toothless man falls to his knees before you. Let's spare alone for those who can't even get to worship. Toss a stack of ration cards. Let your bellies be full tonight. Please be the Lord Captain. The poor descend on their alms like a pack of gutter rats, each one scurrying off on their own corner with what they grabbed. How many more do I have? I have 14 more stacks, okay. Choo choo.
It's about time.
Oh, there's another one of those icons. Oh, a Futa player. A group of Gorkas are crowding around a makeshift stage, watching a strange duo perform. A man with odd-looking goggles pushed up on his forehead, hands wrapped in worn leather gloves, plays a tune on a handmade flute. Next to him sits a stack of crates supporting some kind of game board. A scruffy rat is rolling small glass balls around the board. Several workers empty their pockets and start throwing ration cards, bolt nuts, and even a few power panels into the small chest next to the board. The flute player winks at the crowd and switches to a different tune. The rat squeaks excitedly and starts rolling the colorful balls the players have chosen around the maze and of tunnels on the board. But not a single one reaches the goal, a hole marked with a red circle. The rat just rolls all the balls off the board or into dead ends. Once the first group of players gets their hopes dashed and leave empty-handed, new workers immediately take their place. Listen to the tune. The rat's movements, from the flicks of its tail to when and where it pushes the balls, obey its master's wordless commands with uncanny precision. The notes, the pauses, the rhythm, every part of the melody serves as a signal to the flute player's tiny assistant. Jay whispers conspirator into your ear, "Hey Shireen, what do you say I give it a go? Well, those poor ashmugs were busy losing all their paltry possessions. I think I figured out that swindler's tricks." Watch the rat at 35%. Fail. The rat's behavior is erratic and mindless. When it rolls yet another ball right past the goal, the crowd groans loudly and starts laughing at the loser. Solve the mystery trick by analyzing its individual elements. Your mind eliminates all relevant factors: the ruffling of cards, the clamor of bolt nuts, the excited gestures of naive folk believing in luck or calculation reigns. There is only the game and its structural components, a skillfully crafted melody, and a trained pet that is smarter than it looks. Where others hear music, you discern a series of coded directives being issued to the flute player's tiny accomplice. The rat distracts the spectators with a show of clumsiness while precisely following its master's commands. This is how the balls just happen to roll past the goal.
Shuraria Udeonic Dushapa Jaba Udeonic Dushumi zit de Gachba Escalomacan in Basuarpa Surina Calomacanic Tapa Kachbaya and Kita, Bada Barabaka Ianta, Bada Surba Merlam.
What is that meant to be? Udrea, Uchurea, Chirea, Chipararea, Murea, Mushurarea. I don't know what song that is meant to be, Angie. That isn't Davina Ring. No, I don't know what song that is meant to be. Thanks for the TTSVD, but I don't know what... The Epic of Gilgamesh. You say duh, but not everybody knows the Epic of Gilgamesh. Why did you even bring up the Epic of Gilgamesh? There is no... What does it have to do with... No, I actually don't get it. You're gonna have to explain your joke to me. Oh wait, oh yeah, couldn't you just, oh yeah, isn't this the Bronze Age song? I still don't get what this has to do with this. Toss a coin into your chest. A fine show. The crowd, which has been too absorbed in the performance to notice your presence, turns to you, expressions of frightful awe appearing on their workers' faces. Many start whispering prayers. The flute player's clear eyes widen in surprise. Then, with an open and friendly smile, he says, "Many a grand story of the Lord Captain's generosity is told, and I swear on my own flute, today I will add another. To a fortune peddler, the Lord Captain's grace is a gift from fate itself." He applauds you with gratitude, and the workers timidly join in. See, right. Perhaps you would like to trade us some of the captain's fortune of yours, Lord Captain. The flute player bows respectfully and gestures at the game board. The crowd buzzes with anticipation. Who are you? I am but one of many. The man gestures broadly at the teeming station. A voice in the crowd, a cog in the mechanism. His humble servant. Flute player is all they call me, because that's what I am. I make up tunes and give the people respite after a hard day's work. Bring out the record. This is a curious-looking flute. When you come by it, he pats his instrument gently. My mother loved music. She used to hum beautiful melodies to me, and when she passed away, I carved this flute from her hip bone and... and learned to play out of sorrow and respect for her memory. That took a turn. That, kind of wish I didn't hear that now and didn't ask. Play one of your local favorites for me. The flute player smiles mysteriously and brings the flute to his lips. A simple, brisk melody pours out of the instrument. The glum faces of workers and traders soften a smile, and the tunnels around you seem less squalid than before. Long after the music has stopped, many continue to whistle the unassuming ditty. The flute needs no words to sing, but I'm curious to know what story your melody tells. The flute player awkwardly adjusts the goggles on his forehead. The story of a simple man from the lower decks, honest with himself and others. He risks his life to protect the oppressed from those corrupted by power. He takes from the rich and gives to the needy. He helps without asking in return. Nemesis, hero of tales, admired by children and grown folk alike. My position with authority of Nemesis tramples on the creator of glorious as a criminal. A fairy tale indeed, risking oneself for nothing. If such a man existed, he would surely be profiting from your misfortunes in secret. Yeah, fairy tale indeed. The people look at each other in shock upon hearing this unpalatable fact of life. The joy evaporates, leaving only the bitterness of disappointment. The flute player smiles regretfully. I think the song just died. But I won't despair. Life always suggests new melodies that people will like. Are you suggesting we play a game? The flute player smiles eagerly. Please, bless our little bark with your attention. Jay, you wanted to play, did you not? Be my guest. Jay leans over the game board and starts humming a slow ifrit melody, snapping her augmented fingers in time with the music. The rat stops dead in its tracks, listening to the new rhythm, and then drives the ball right into the red hole. I dedicate this victory to you, Shireen. The flute player glances at the rats, somehow disheartened. It's true what they say. The power of the great lies in the talents of their followers. Shh. Cut the button from your sleeve and throw it to the man for the entertainment. Thank you for this generous gift. These folks will shower me in ration cards to get their hands on something that belonged to your lordship. Fortune gave me the brightest of its smiles today. I hope you have enjoyed yourself. I certainly won't forget my fateful meeting with the captain. The flute player clears the board in one deft movement and begins a new tune. So yeah, we humbled a scammer. Well, I mean, he technically isn't really a scammer, but
None shall stand in my way.
given I have to go up, what is here? The worker is beaten to within an inch of their lives. They're returning stolen power panels, wire, and microlumens to contain its marked disposal. Long live the rogue trader. Too scrawny, get lost. The container would just rip your arms off. The time-worn loader is barely fit for purpose at this point, but the enforcers still see its complex maintenance as less evil compared to hiring ignorance, clumsy scroungers to do the job.
Victory awaits.
Open door. Give me loot. Give me loot.
Ugh, what a shame. And done.
Damn, these are actually fairly difficult. Probably because I increased the difficulty. The Infernus Master salutes you cheerfully with her Iho stick. Look, Captain, what an unexpected encounter. What brings you to this compartment? The famous casino Magnificent Vistas, no doubt. And what are you doing here? I'm here to patch up Savage, locomotive number 3, under Tech Priest's supervision. That old grump is my favorite on the entire freight line. Every couple of years, Savage gets mad. His boiler catches fire and starts spitting steam at the repairman. Guess who they call to take care of him in these situations? The Inferni, of course. And after I've done all the most dangerous work, that's when the Iron Brains come in. But that's alright. I love Savage. When he's in a good mood, the feeling you get standing at his levers and speeding down the freight line is indescribable. I envy those tech priest drivers who get to operate him every day. The roar of the boiler, the wheels thumping like mad, and all that furious power pulsing in your hands, responding to the slightest movement. How about... There is a mischievous spark in Enric's eyes. I introduce you. Is it safe? Oh, I refuse to believe Savage would dare scald the Lord Captain. He definitely should not. I can't decline an offer like that. Oh, train. I could put more shifts and I finally get a promotion. I used to be labor. Okay. The panel before you is covered with technical runes, lumens, and levers. The platform shakes with the boiler's mighty vibration as the iron beast beneath your feet growls and snorts ferociously. Enric squints contentedly and whispers the litany of ignition before turning to you. The machine is angry and refuses to obey. Right now, Savage is powered only by the auxiliary maneuvering engine. We will need to start the main rotor if we want to take a trip down the freight line. Listen to the rumbling noise coming from the boiler. The stubborn machine does indeed seem remarkably similar to a wild beast. The roar of the mechanism resembles hoarse growling, and the scarlet glow of the lumens on the control panel makes you think of the malicious glare of a predator. Save me the head like predator. The spirit of this machine is vicious, but strong and lively. What do you want me to do? Put your hand on the big lever and gently give it a pull. Very gently. Enric's face is focused, but his voice hasn't lost any of its playful cheer. Savage does not like being hassled. I have had experiences with mechanisms that prefer to be turned on quickly and boldly. I guess this engine has a different design. Jay innocently runs a finger along the control panel. Grab the lever and gently pull it towards you. A few erratic jolts shake the platform, and an indignant groan emanates from the depths of the machine. An intense shudder passes through the lever and into the palm of your hand, and there is a strange feeling of emptiness in your stomach. Savage's fiery heart is stirring. Do you feel it? There is so much energy and defiance in him. This is a rocket, not a locomotive, unruly and unarmed with speed, but quite willing to submit to a strong hand. There's almost a loving tenderness in Enric's voice. Put the lever towards you, all smoothly but firmly, then pump the fuel with this command rune. Unruly and defiant, but submits to a strong hand, much like yourself. A roguish gleam appears in his eyes. You don't say. A new explosion inside Savage shakes his iron body, causing your eye to see double from the vibration. Now you're feeling his real power. He can run down the entire freight line in a minute, given a chance, and kill everyone who rides him at that speed. Now try applying some thrust to the main rotor. Grab the spirit levers and give them a firm tug. Reach for the ornately carved levers and awaken the beast. A torrent of steam bursts from the slit in front of your face, but Enric deftly covers you with his shoulder. A moment later, you realize that you cannot hear a thing, or rather, you only hear one thing. The roar of the engine, triumphant and powerful. Looks like Savage has agreed not to kill us both. His tech priest guardians will be pleased. All hail the Lord Captain. You have subdued a mighty beast today. Now, I'm sure you have urgent business to attend to, and it's time for me to drive Savage down the line and see if he is feeling cranky. That was most intriguing, Enric. I'm pleased. Enric lowers his eyes and grins. Could I have wished for anything more, your lordship? A change of plans. Full speed ahead. We're heading down the freight line. Not quite, your lordship. I said Savage is not dangerous, but not dangerous ends right here. He might just pull a stunt and bake us to death during the ride. It would be better if the ship did not lose another Lord Captain. Well, have a good trip then. Everything is going to be alright. Savage would never fry me. Right, Savage? Choo-choo.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Cannot believe my eyes. You know, we could play another train game again. I've been kind of like wanting to play another train game again. Like I just really like train games. Like games where you know have to make supply lines and everything. Those I really like. Burn out folks' belongings, hot from the oven. One ration card off the price for regulars, the shift only. Those battle-building bastards have gone bleeding mad. Another 20 of our folk torched along with their shacks. Ah, Grogstails, throw my back out again. Okay, so the icons are going that way. Where? I don't see the loot.
Over there.
Where? Oh, here. Oh, more ration
A
cards.
new challenge for me?
That's the rogue trader! What is happening? How many times do I need to tell you, ungrateful maggots? Mistakes must be paid for. Have mercy in your throne's name, I beg you. The battered worker throws himself at your feet and touches the toe of your boot with his dirty palms. Your gracious lordship, hand of the god emperor, save your unworthy servant. Get lost. He enforces his heavy bat and pummels the man's back and shoulders several times. His bones crack audibly. The sound of breaking bones, the men's cries, and the force's hateful laughter remind you of what you went through yourself, too vividly and too painfully. Echo of torment. Ah, permanence. I now have -10 to perception. Yay. My sincerest apologies, Lord Captain. Your boot. I'll clean it right away. A murmur of discontent breaks out among the Gawkers who have gathered around. None of the workers dare to come closer, but the anger on their faces is plain to see. I intend to hear this man out. Make this quick. I have places to be kicked to work. I intend to hear this man out. Your lordship, I work hard, never even take breaks to rest, and all I earn is 7 rations with 15 mouths to feed back home. The enforcers shake me down every shift, just like they do every other honest hard worker who... Enough whining. You and your pals lifted a box of Nutriballs a few watches ago, and 2 canises of water before that. I didn't beat the life out of you because I took pity on you, and this is the thanks I get. You quarantined the hub for 20 watchers and refused to give out rations if you didn't have cards. Cards we had no way to earn. And today you earned 15 cards in a single shift because you do the work of 3 people, right? Or did you take your pals to a dark corner somewhere, do them in, and take their share? I didn't do them in. It was an act. The worker stops himself with cowards and whimpers. They got their heads bashed in by crates. They don't need rations. Shireen, this poor Tarasap is just trying to survive. One sole mercy from the rogue trader, and this man will go home with at least half its bones intact. Am I to understand that enforcers are appropriating earnings from the workers after their shifts? We appropriate nothing. We just monitor and redistribute, the enforcer mutters gloomily. The rebel are a lying and thieving lot. We have instructions to alert for people holding more than a standard amount of ration cards to prevent supply embezzlement and famine. They do take our cards, your lordship, and then go fat using them for themselves. The worker's eyes squeeze shut tightly as he whispers his accusations. He seems unable to believe his stroke of luck. Strike the enforcer, consider yourself discharged. Tomorrow you stand here and care for a work assignment like the others. Address the enforcer, return the cards to their abusive position again. Every crime will be punished accordingly, offering no protection to the thief. You both deserve punishment, stripped to help the arbitrary force of this rank, give lashes to the thief. Society, you see, is much like a booty to... Oh, fuck this. I don't want to fire the guy. I don't want to humiliate him, but I mean the people around him are quite angry. But this is just gonna mean this guy's gonna end up dead. Yeah, just tell him return the cards and do not dare abuse your position again. The onlooking workers below triumphantly and point at the enforcers, praising the Lord Captain. A sullen, red-bearded man with keen black eyes draws your attention. His only piercing gaze seems to size you up the whole time you were speaking, but now he has hastened to conceal himself behind the Gawkers. The next thing you know, you are watching him hurry deeper into the tunnels. May the God Emperor protect you and all the House of Valencias, Lord Captain.
Follow my lead.
As your lordship. So from what I'm seeing here is that these enforcers really like to abuse their power. I mean, it is the grim dark future of, 40k. During each shift, railway hubs direct thousands of containers carrying the rogue traders' cargo to various destination compartments. And 40% athletic. Is it with the difficulty? Is it like that bad? Party momentum gain modifier. Characteristic. Space combat difficulty. Okay, no, this is Grim Darkness. Ultimate challenge. Huh. So like ultimate bravery mode.
This cannot be.
Despite your efforts, the container does not budge an inch, but you heard an unpleasant crunch in your lower back. Oh, great. Pujin is fatigued. Visit the void ship to remove. Oh, lovely. The base's bulkhead is marred by traces of gunfire and rust-colored stains from old blood that was never properly
None
washed
shall
off.
stand in my way.
Yay, Pujin broke his back. I need to check something. This isn't me trying to save scum, I just want to see if the difficulty did actually affect this, because I do want the checks to be as they were in the lower difficulty. I just want the combat to be more challenging, because the combat has been kind of boring me a tiny bit. So, options, difficulty, let me go back down to daring. Okay, yeah, so it's 10% easier now, okay. In that case, difficulty too hard. NPC characteristic. This value is a percentage modifier for the base characteristic for non-player characters. Skill test difficulty modifier. I want this at 0%. Wait, now it's... Wait, no, I think I made it more difficult now. Yeah, I made it more difficult. So let's get this down to up to 20% again. The drugs won't fix, true.
Excellence matters.
Despite your efforts, the container does not budge an inch, but you heard an unpleasant crack in your back. Okay, no, see, now it's safe scumming. Now it's safe scumming. Actually, I make a good point. Drugs might actually help me with this.
What advice do you seek? We must act. It's about time.
Gotta somehow give him 10 more strength.
I'll pass.
Sworn enemy.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that box is a sworn enemy. Hold on, difficulty, get this back to 20% again.
I tire of idleness.
15
Let's move.
strength and weapons. Hold on.
I guide humanity between the stars.
Okay, I can't choose those.
I'm restless.
Look no further.
Some choose wealth. Others...
Doubt is for the weak. I rise to the occasion.
Kevin is good. No, 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 no. Okay, so drugs do nothing here. Okay, so... But the drugs did prevent the injury, so you technically aren't wrong. I will, like, this is gonna be the last one I'm gonna do in this regard. I'm going to respect the, I will respect the decision of this now. I just wanted to, yeah.
That didn't go as I'd hoped.
Okay, yeah. You heard an unpleasant crunch in your lower back, okay. And Pujan lost 10 strength, toughness and agility. Visit the void ship to remove. Well, this does mean I'm going to have Pujan go back. Despite, you know, this being, you know, like, I am on the void ship, but the game is like, no, you aren't on his void ship.
A new challenge for me.
Oh, no wonder no one's moving. goods. What do we have here? Sure, you can have it if you need some. Oh. Okay, now I feel bad. Now I feel bad having taken that. I just took the cloves from a beggar. Jesus Christ, Pudge. Glory to house, Lord Captain. Isn't this where I came from? Yeah, this is where I came from. Echo of Torment. Yeah, yay. Let me just very quickly go to the void ship. Like, Lord Captain's quarters. Oh yeah, so today I bought more Löschzwerg because I ran out of Löschzwerg, like the beer. But I also bought, I mean, technically Bavarians won't like what I'm about to say, but I also bought some of the, a mix of it, right? I bought, the Cola Weizen, the Coke wheat beer mixture that they offer. Which does technically not make it a beer anymore. I mean, then again, a Weizen doesn't follow the Bavarian purity law of 17, so, you know, it's already technically blasphemy. But Bavarians do like to turn a blind eye with Hefeweizen, or just a Weizen in general, because, see, is different. See, it's, with a Hefeweizen, you know, it is different, okay? Because that is good, despite it not following the Bavarian purity law. Yeah, so essentially what it is it's 50. Look over there! No, don't cross me the road, trade. 75%. Come on, Pujan is gonna be able to move this. Okay, good. Pujan did one thing. He did it. Wait, is that guy still alive? No, he's dead. But yeah, it's like 50% Coke, 50% beer, and it's very tasty. Very tasty. I like it. My pleasure, Sherry. Sherry. Ooh, saving. Something important will be happening here. Thief leader. Several people are eagerly rummaging through a rack filled with weapons from Reinforce's arsenal. A big man with a pock-marked face is the first to react to your presence. He attracts the others' attention with a piercing whistle and barks out, "Who are you? There's not supposed to be anyone here. It doesn't matter. Identify yourself." Take a closer look at the suspicious individuals. Makeshift armor peeks out from beneath their ragged clothes, and their battered weapons display a patchwork of crude repairs. The group stares longingly at the rack where the good steel gleams, restlessly clutching their humble weapons. You notice that a little finger on every person's right hand has been cut off. It is hardly a coincidence. Who I am doesn't matter. What are you doing here? The leader looks at your gear praisingly and frowns. It matters. You better answer, or this conversation won't last long. I am rogue trader Majish Pujanowski von Valencius. Will explain what the fuck is going on here. The people turn to stare at you in disbelief and exchange heated whispers. The excitement is interrupted by the leader's roar. What are you groping at? Hurry up and bend your backs. That is right and proper. Your Lordship, you must excuse these blockheads. I was taken aback myself. It's not every day you see the rogue trader in the flesh. And as for this, the man casts a grim glance at the rack. I won't insult you by denying it. You've caught us red-handed. Who the hell are you? The Hard Nines, a gang. I mean, a brotherhood from Transport Bay 9. Nothing we're parasites. We do a bit of the prosperity of the ship. We're sort of, assistants to the enforcers, self-appointed. We make sure that order is maintained in compartments where the enforcers are too lazy or greedy for bribes. We put a stop to robbery through thinking, and, well, we accept a small contribution as a show of thanks. How do you want my weapons? Are you going to rebel? To do business, the gang leader smiles ingratiatingly. We're no rebels. If anyone blasphemes against your lordship, we call the troublemakers to order, and we shed blood for the flagship without fear. I suppose that makes us defenders of the ship? The thug raises his eyebrows questioningly and looks at you expectantly. You all have your little fingers cut off. What does it mean? It's our gang's initiation rite, a fine tradition. By voluntarily removing a finger, the newcomer shows their determination and willingness to join us forever. It's also a badge of honor. He proudly shows off the stump of his little finger. You obviously don't expect anyone to be here. Are the enforcers providing cover for you? I wish Frenzo, the newly appointed captain, had our informant strung up. He's tightening the screws, damn it. We can barely breathe. Today's the last time we'll come to pick over this compartment. Tell me why I shouldn't execute you on the spot. You could execute us, but who would take our place? Shameless scum who rob and kill to their heart's content. Bastards who accept mutants into their gangs and pray to the arch enemy. There have always been outlaws on the ship. You're better off with outlaws like us, who don't go too far and who keep the heretics down. I mean, if I believe them, well, yeah, sure. She'll permit you to take a few more basic weapons and leave. Serve the ship well. The senator grits his teeth, impotent in the face of your choice. One day I will realize the depth and wisdom of your decisions, Lord Captain, but in the meantime, I will pray that this act does not come back to haunt you. Hear that, boys? The Lord Captain himself is expecting good things from us. We can't let him down. The cronies make sounds of approval. He will fulfill your command to the letter.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Okay, some las guns.
A minor setback. Failure is just a temporary setback.
What the fuck do you guys mean you failed the two? Fine, blow the shit up.
Better myself through my service.
The fact the explosion worked is what makes this funny.
Victory awaits.
Wait, you know what? No, I don't believe those guys. I don't believe those guys anymore. This was before I got in here. No, I don't believe those guys. No. No, I don't want them alive. No, I want them dead.
Follow my lead.
Take a closer look. Yes. Well, doesn't matter. What are you doing here? I'm Mariusz Pujanovsky. Several people being responsible for structure brand. Who are you? Why do you want my weapons? I mean, a brotherhood from Transport, but I don't think we're parasites. We do a bit for prosperity to show we're sort of assistants of the enforcers, self-appointed. What do you want my weapons? Are you going to rebel? Obviously not. I have all your fingers cut off. What does it mean? Tell me why I shouldn't execute you on the spot. Go play shameless gun for rob and kill to the heart's content. Bastards who accept mutants into the gang and pray to the arch enemy. There have always been outlaws on the ship. You're better off with outlaws like us who don't go too far and who keep the heretics down. I mean, cutting off fingers. Hold on, why do they need the weapons again? The business. For determination, willingness to join us for that kind of feels like, nah, criminals have. What have I been standing here making speeches for? I thought we had ourselves an alright Lord Captain, but no, he's a straight-laced type. Bring it on then, your lordness.
Enemies to face judgment. We are truly blessed this day.
Show them no mercy.
Yeah, I can't say I really believe their story in hindsight. Your lordiness. And then Alessandra down here, and then me. Oh. Okay, let's make this the front line. This the back line. No. This.
You've got a problem, I've got
The
a
rear,
prize.
okay. Played blast. I mean, the chances for hitting this are super low. I could also just go over here and just
You
do.
jest, surely.
Huh? Oh, okay, I understand how this works. Okay. Does she have the bleeding thing? No, she doesn't.
Me? Never in 1,000 sectors.
Never in 1,000 sectors, yes. What is this one? Targets like attack with no cover and have double the effective range. Overwhelming strategy and like the overwhelmed effect.
Watch my back.
Sure, I mean it's one of those random ones that I got, if I remember.
I can do that. Incentive.
Ooh, that's a lot of toxic sludge on them. Okay, Argenta, I mean... anything less than this, I feel, would be wrong.
bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak.
And this should burn and make them bleed. Yeah, burning, bleeding, and toxin as well. Jesus Christ.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
They are essentially, now you think about it, they're essentially just having like every like damage over time in the book. Jesus Christ. Toxin, bleeding, burning. Like straight up just everything. Burning, bleeding.
Stop hating me, Ashmag.
Rusted blades.
Let's get to it.
Oh, she's toxin.
Shields me.
Too bad I never leave debts unpaid.
Okay, since you guys seem to be very
Already done.
adamant about wanting Pujan to kill you.
My tactics are flawless.
You're not fun.
You're no fun.
Strike is a prayer.
Yep, Pujan just deals more
Nothing I
damage
can't do.
because they have lots of damaging effects. No, damage over time effects. It's part of this. Immunity suffers 3 instances of damage from the effect. So if you think about this NG, right? Not only is there a chance he crits, there's also a chance, like, the more damage over time is on the enemy, it will just deal more damage. So technically the crit deals even more damage.
Let's make it quick.
So as per usual, Pujan just completely wrecks everything he sees. Where's this guy, like, horde of thugs? Okay. What is this net cannon? Oh yeah, Lysandra has that, yeah. So, relocate in the yeah, over here.
Not me.
Now, can you see the crow? If you move over here, do you see the crow? Oh, out of range. If I make you move over here, can you then see the crow? And if over here,
Taking
yes.
calculated risk is my second nature.
Yep, now everybody is... Yep,
It's as good as done.
study that guy. I don't think I want to do dominate right now. But a bit of damage never hurt. Oh, they don't take damage from that. Scrap plating.
I'm afraid not. Me? If you insist, Lord
Hey,
Captain.
Pujan, do something again.
Suits my purposes. Nowhere to hide.
Why did they take no damage? Oh, is that the plating thing that I read? No, wait, Tron. Upon getting 7 stacks of effects, creature will use nothing to lose at the start of its next turn. Okay.
Already done.
Okay. Can't shoot at anyone from here.
If only that were possible.
No line of sight to the target. Maybe down here is a tiny bit better.
Give me strength.
Okay, good debuff.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? Do not
Should have
dare
used this.
ask.
Burning bleeding toxin. Yeah. Alright.
At your beck and call.
Okay, just
It will be done.
bonk.
An exemplary strike.
Endured and yell at the
your beck
guy.
and call.
I don't think he's ever hit that one.
Indeed.
Okay, good one. Good one. You're only hurting yourself. Like, I don't think these guys understand they're only dealing damage to themselves.
A moving target lives longer. Never fight fair.
1 HP.
Don't get too cocky.
Actually survived with 1 HP, what the fuck?
I'd like to, but I can't. Tell me, and it is done.
Go. Oh yeah, Argenta.
Blessed be the hand of the healer.
Heal yourself, please. Normal burning. You just shoot at the
Emperor
guy.
commands, I act.
Pew. There.
Target well Not my specialty.
The target is too far. Well, if he moves into range.
Eradicated.
What was this? It was like a purple like thing here.
Nothing I can't do.
Alright. Bolt pistol. Okay,
I'll
cool.
lay claim to the stars.
I mean, they were thieves, alright.
The Emperor favors me today.
You can never try. I mean, we have a thief on. I don't know. The entire storyline they also said about, oh, but you know, we're actually good people. I know self-appointed outlaw do-gooders. Okay, a couple loving themselves. Okay. The kids have been waiting for you. How was your shift? We worked hard. I have brought a friend with a loading and he gave me some cards. Take them in exchange for new shoes. Yours are all worn out. Oh, thank you. I've already made your bid for you, so once we've eaten, you go and rest. The little ones and I will head out to the marketplace and leave you in peace. Why did the Emperor send me such a wonderful wife? Hey, you want a bit more? Oh, okay. What the hell? Jesus, what is this here? What the fuck? Damn, Papa Nurgle over here. Is this meant to be food? That is fucking disgusting. Is this what they eat? What's going on? What's all this commotion? Shreds of rat carcasses and yellow-green moss stew in a cloudy stage, along with other unidentifiable ingredients. Is this what they eat? Ew. Ew. Brother, ew. Ew, can we feed these people like normal food? You know, like non-disgusting stuff? Vat guard, this is actually food. What the fuck is this? The food vat is protected from vicious hungry crowd by equally vicious thugs wielding makeshift weapons. This is food. Ew.
It's about time.
An old man in pitiful rags listens intently to the sounds of your footsteps. A stinking piece of cloth is wrapped around his eyes, with greenish pus oozing out from under it. The old man lays his trembling hands protectively on the heap of junk that serves as his bed as well as his table. An empty beggar's mug makes a clinking sound next to his withered leg. Throw a strip of dried rash meat into his mug. Here, have something to eat. The old man ravenously sinks his remaining teeth into the meat's tough fibers, but soon gives up on chewing and swallows the piece whole. Could this be a true miracle of the Emperor, or is it just another dream? What happened to your eyes? The void rats gnawed them out while I was asleep, and the sewer water my wounds were washed with was infected. Turns out, the pain became a stinging feeling that wouldn't go away, and only got worse. How does a blind old man manage to survive in a place like this? People help me. Good people. Not so good ones, too. He sweeps his withered arm vacantly around the slum.
One and it's done.
The crates are typically used to transport weapons. The worn-away markings make it impossible to determine where the shipment came from. And the scuffed surface indicates that the crates have been moved frequently. This is meant to be food.
Challenge for me?
Lush yellow-green moss covers the walls of the slum, seeming to especially favor the warm, moist pipes. Judging by the marks, the people here regularly shear off the moss, only for it to grow back again. Oh, lovely. This, Why am I stealing everyone's as like ration cards? I have plenty of ration cards that I took from, you know, like a corpse. What is in here? Yeah, given what people eat in this universe, I'm probably being generous. The consequences of a terrible crash on monorail LD 9807 half a century ago still affecting the efficiency of the stretch of a railway.
Trap or treasure?
Okay, somebody put a mine
Never
there.
doubt me.
Give your gift to the one who sees nothing but hears everything, then the truth will be revealed to you. I have done that. Like the old man who can't see anything.
Stars.
Yeah, this is like generous, like food. There next to you, weapons are usually transported in crates like those. I want to look inside. What is that junk that you're making such an effort to? There next to you. Weapons! The old man's voice sounds frightened and pitiful. How would something like that wind up on the bottom of the bulger compartment? I did not mean to alarm you. I simply wish to learn more about my people's lives. Your people? Could it be? Our Lord Captain, our benefactor, is it really you? The old man looks shocked. Our gracious Lord, we know you well. Your charity gets us through the day, and we pray for you always. But what are you doing down in this? Please, hurry away before they know you're here. They're plotting something terrible. This crate, it's where they hide their... A cold voice filled with the promise of death mutters, "Pathetic fool. It's all secrecy gone right down the shitter. Folks, we're gonna have to make some noise." A common worker, her face so nondescript it almost looks scrubbed off, is aiming a weapon at you that she produced seemingly out of nowhere. Leave no witnesses. They're really... You've been ambushed, okay. Okay, okay, so the rear is gonna be back here, I guess. With the front line being
You've got a problem. I've got a problem.
here, and I suppose, given I don't have much of a choice,
Don't get too cocky.
here's gonna be the back line. West side just was one of the combat tactic areas. For honor and all allies with range of 10 can the ability to move to that area. Oh, yeah, that one. Fuck, light blast. I mean, I can throw a grenade at these guys.
Death, Ashmags.
Yep, that takes care of that. Oh, there's nothing else you can do, okay.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Pujan, just move over here already. Okay, Jay, anything else you can do? The target is an effect of voice of command. The attack will ignore enemy block and dodge. 50% cover efficiency, reroll failed characteristics
Am I
test.
getting
You're
paid
sure.
for this?
And then get your weapon
This
out.
battlefield air is good for my lungs.
This battlefield air. I don't think this air is any good. This air is a bit doo-doo.
Guided by faith,
I forgot to do concentrated fire.
can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Jesus. Revelant slaughter, more ballistics and critical damage and critical hit chance. Yeah, sure.
Doubt is for the weak.
Okay, the other one was burst fire as well, right? The flamer shot spray. Yeah, I have to do a different thing.
As the Emperor commands, strike is a prayer. Faith without deeds is
Killed one,
worthless.
but not the other.
I'll do
Damn
what
it.
it takes. Curse you, miscreant!
Stop killing the foreman. Okay, is one of you guys like tanky? Or are you guys all just kind of weak? Okay, they're all weak.
I'll see to it personally.
Come on, me, move.
I'll make it happen.
Yay.
You should feel honored.
Damn, Burst Lysandra kinda strong, bro. But she can't move? Oh, that guy's hidden behind. Of course. Yes, yes, of course. Why can't this the Weber I've given her? Okay, but why the foreman? Yeah, sure, I can take a bit of, you know, a bit of a beating. That should be it, right? Oh, there's one more guy back here. I didn't see you.
Not a servitor.
I didn't see you back there. Sorry, you were so insignificant. I forgot about your existence. Sorry, I will take care of this right away. Are you right, Lord Captain? These cutthroats didn't hurt you, I hope. The man's prosthetic leg has been shot and he carries his weight awkwardly. The locals and enforcers call me the foreman. I have no other name. You might say I'm in charge here. It's in a hole of a place. You recognize the shaggy red beard and the keen black eyes. This is the man who was watching you during your encounter with the enforcer and the station worker. What in the throne's name was that? I'm not sure. Perhaps those freeloaders believed in the tales of Nemesis. As it happens, I've complained to that boss, to Captain Frenzo, but some idiots have been painting pictures on the walls, inciting people. And what did he say? I've got everything under control. Had I known it would come to this, I'd have nabbed those swords and threw them into the pestilence pit myself, and I will be pestered by enforcers to no end. No, boy, damn it all. Who is this Nemesis? Just a story they tell around here. There's this chap they say wanders the lower decks helping the poor who can't earn a living for themselves, and standing up to the officers and enforcers in defense for the weak, except he's just a story and nothing more. Are we willing to talk with Captain Frenzo about what happened? Well, in your case, I will certainly hear you out and not, you know. And these are to the people you know who needs them the most. He opens and closes his mouth in astonishment. Lord Captain, you've just helped some good families survive. All the way the gods among them, and be sure to tell them that it was your lordship who did them this good turn. I saw you near the marketplace. What were you doing there? Watching one of my workers take a beating. I feel sorry for the lad, but there was nothing I could do. The foreman smiles wryly, showing his yellow teeth. Almost all of his front ones have been knocked out. I've stuck my neck out in the past. Not doing it again. Tell me what life is like for the workers in the lower decks. They toil day in and day out for the glory of the ship. The rest of the time, they do their best to survive, faced with hunger, the more the range of the enforcers, avoid leprosy, fires, floods, noxious fumes. The foreman lists these on his fingers, although he has fewer than nature's average to work with. In a word, it's a decent enough life. If you work, you survive. If you freeload, you also survive. If you're clever, well, and if the God Emperor wills it. What are you cooking in that vat? Believe it or not, this soup is made from mud slime, mold slime, and technical drain water has been simmering here in this vat for at least 200 years, non-stop. See the growth in the walls over there? We harvest it, dry it, and use it to season the soup. If we're lucky, the smell attracts a void rat and someone gets to have meat in their bowl. The foreman points a finger proudly towards the vat. It's for those who can't even earn a ration card. I feed them in exchange for services or favors. Sometimes it pays off, and sometimes it doesn't. My people keep an eye out for workers trying to eat 2 bowls in one sitting. One is enough to fill your stomach for the entire watch. Some complain about the taste, of course. Ingrates. I seek the blood-spun Web's temple. Do you know where it is? The cult is to let people like me in on their rights and mysteries. I'm grateful to them for the service to the God Emperor, but to be honest, I can't get behind their love of death. I'm too fond of living. Look, Lord Captain, I beg a second of your attention. Please accept this humble gift from us, the common people of the Bay, for all the good you do to us. The most precious thing we could get for your lordship. If the word did not move during that turn or became mobilized, slowed, stunned, knocked prone, they gained 6 temporary wounds. If there were his conviction iconoclast, other allies immediately gained the same number of... Okay. But what? Huh? No. Overexerted. Oh, okay. I mean, honestly, this needle ring has done me no good. Sure, here, you can have it. Well, stolen autocannon. Oy vey, oy vey, oy vey. Stolen autocannon. It's a it's a heavy weapon. 55 strength necessary. I mean, Pujan is never going to use this, but... I'm gonna give this to Argenta. I mean, she currently can't hold it, but she will absolutely be having this. Stolen autocannon. Drukari or Eldari? And 55 strength. 4 to 6 damage only. The burst fire. Yeah, I'll think about that. Cause that is kind of cool. Okay, and lots of jank. Wait, I got some sort of helmet. Wait, no, I already gave it to someone. Lasgun. The Ripper. Okay, it's a 2-handed solid projectile weapon. Can't say I really need it. Train.
I
Choo
won't
choo.
tolerate weakness.
But Captain, this is where the sick and the broken are herded to die in the various diseases. Don't touch anything. The stench of decaying bodies creeps into your throat and lungs, forming a sticky film in your airways. Jesus Christ. Why doesn't the Emperor send his spiders to punish me for my faults? I guess I don't deserve to die by a blade and by the rot of the pestilence pit. Hey, what is happening here? Stop being so bloody difficult. What's that thing the difficultists say? Your time has come, or what have you? No, please, what did I do? Talk about being everywhere at once. How will we take his stuff to the marketplace? We get to eat soup tonight.
Victory awaits.
The specimens before you must be the most repellent inhabitants in the compartment. They are covered in sores and bald patches glistening with pus, and the stench of unwashed bodies brings a tear to your eye. One of them glowers at you and grunts, "What you want?" For what crime did you kill this man? Grinning, the dispute said, "For the crime of wealth. The dead bastard rations and fuel cells. We trade him for porridge." What are you, mutants? Invalids? Mold eaters? Outcasts? Folks who have no place even among the lowest of the low. Some are born that way, some were driven out to keep them from spreading the contagion. The foreman won't let us near the vat, and the enforcers try to shoot us on sight, as if it's our fault we were born in a terrible place. We are worms in a rotten belly of the ship, fodder for disease. The outcast licks his lips, and you see a tongue studded with small, underdeveloped teeth. This is no disease, but an obvious mutation. The longer you stare at the man, the more deviations from human form you detect. Wretches such as this, disfigured by genetic abnormalities and disease, are the perfect breeding ground for true corruption. You need medicine and food, I shall have them brought to you. The man bares his teeth malevolently. Will you now? We know your kindness. You'll dose us with poison and leave us to die, so we don't sully your ship. Well, here's a coin then. He grabs the throw and tests it with his teeth. Don't expect thanks. I gave it to me freely, got it? On your fucking knees. The outcasts look at one another, burst into hoarse, gurgling cackles. The Lord Captain in our shithole, and I'm Saint Drusus, and here's my regalia. The man exposes an armpit riddled with boils. Gracious Emperor, Gracia let a faint sigh, hastily covering her face with her hands. Gracious Emperor, why are we talking to these horrible people? Abelard attentively holds out a snow-white handkerchief to her. I fear, Lady Cassia, that these and many other questions will be left unanswered. Argenta towers over the freak, looking immaculate and unaffected. Even meeting wretched heretics such as this brings me joy. Wiping out even a drop of corruption is still a worthy deed. Detect a note of hysteria in the vagrant's laughter. The fingers of many are convulsively trembling, and there is something in the fearless way they look at you, an indifference to death, too strange and unnatural. You're sentenced to death for murdering someone. The mutant bears a black stump that receives. Well, cut you and trade what you have on you for a pile of scran. Hey, outcast, come on up if you want to share of the spoils.
Heed your cries of mercy.
The monsters demand your death.
Outcast. Well, Plague Cloud. Oh, they're Nurgle cultists. Oh, ain't that cool? I love Nurgle cultists. Nurgle cultists are very fun and cool. And they never ever do something bad. No, no. You can trust Nurgle cultists, absolutely. They will never not intend to kill you with like the pestilence that they have. No, no, they would never. Nurgle is nice enough like that, you know?
I know what I'm doing, usually.
Oh, these guys are tanky. Okay, but I mean the rear.
Tell me, and it is done.
Sure, that is the rear, and then over here is yeah.
You've got a problem? I've got a price. I can do that with the right incentive.
Enemies that are forced to a successful dodge and parry.
Am I getting paid for this?
I mean,
Guides me.
oh shit, outcasts close to her.
I bring ruin.
Good one. Good one. Good one.
I'll do it.
I don't want Abelard to burn.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Controlled attack per limit. Oh, there's a lot more of you.
I'll do it. This is... Doubt is for the weak.
No, no, dash.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Why can't you dash? Why can't you dash? Oh, Pooja, you need to get your weapon out. Why am I murdering almost everyone on my ship? Ew. Parry? How do you parry this hunk of a man?
All too easy. Suits my purposes.
Death to the weak.
Yeah, why do I go around and just kill everybody? I have no reason to kill them all.
I will do my duty. Victory is imminent. A soldier would have been disciplined for such a performance.
Only 10 damage? Abelard, you do nothing.
It will be done.
I mean, I can just look at them, but it barely deals damage. Damage.
If I may.
Wait, I should switch to this. Does it do anything but deal damage? Oh, they become stunned, okay.
On it.
Should kill them.
I'll see to it personally.
Okay, it doesn't. The air is filled with a putrid smell.
let
Lysandra
your guard
fart.
down.
Okay, now those guys are all blind. Moving towards the Psyker. Wait, you still have the Weber thing.
Who if not me?
The fuck? Yeah, these people are...
Tell me, and it's you're no fun.
Yeah, I don't think these people are...
How about no?
I don't think these people are human. At all.
Me? Never in 1,000 sectors.
Lazy. Lazy bum. What was my last move of her? I think as...
Faith without deeds is worthless.
I think my last attack was a burst. Was burst, right? So, where's the versatility thing? Litany of hatred, versatility. Single shot, melee attack. Yeah, okay, so... And I think a single shot... What did I do last? I'm trying to remember what the last action was that I did with her. I think it was burst.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the
The overpenetration is working well.
eradicated.
Oh, this is meant to be like these are the bad no-no zones where you
As
shouldn't
the
be.
Emperor
Okay.
commands, I act. This is unacceptable.
We'll just shoot again.
Strike is a prayer.
Oh. Yeah, I don't really think that these
Watch my
people
back.
were human. Just a
I can do that
hunch.
with the right incentive.
Did they just heal to full? They just healed to fucking full.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. Faith without deeds. You, my Emperor.
Oh yeah, I did say something. They were plague cloud. When dying, this creature creates a plague cloud that heals its allies and damages enemies until the end of combat. Next attack.
I'll do it.
I did the AoE thing last. Just shoot this guy. Boom. This guy's alive?
Nothing I can't. Nothing of value has been lost.
Nothing of value has
Got a
been
problem
lost.
for me.
Eradicated.
A tactically sound approach.
Okay, this guy is dead, and there's only, I think, yeah, these two here. I can't really reach them.
Isn't this a job in
Hydro,
itself?
thank you. It's already 1:43 AM. I think this is going to be the last thing we do this stream then. I mean, I could make her throw a grenade, but where's the fun in that? Go over here.
That is foolishness. Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Printed words effect.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Here's my perfect moment.
Right, we done? We done.
None shall stand in my way.
A regular axe. Relish at the bird of at the end of the wearer's turn. They gain temporary wounds equal to the amount of collision damage inflicted by the wearer this turn. What is collision damage? Some abilities like Warrior's Forceful Strike and weapons can push targets away from the character. Okay. That's technically 1:30 in the morning. What are you doing calling me? Good evening, Fart Bath. Hello. Long time no see. It is Mr. Screamer, as you and everybody nicely put it. I am a screamer, yes. The mold is dotted with grandular tendrils that ooze slime. Seek people who are still alive, but can no longer walk, are the mold's favorite choice to host to grow on and suck the last of life's
I'll lay
juices
claim
out
to the
of.
stars.
Or could they cast me out? One of their own. Jesus Christ. Father thoughts taking a bath. You're gonna have to ask him that. I'm not father. Leave the name up to interpretation. I mean, the name was just like a funzy, because
A job for me.
this man is suffering from a severe but curable disease. One vial of medicine administered in the early stages would have saved him. Jesus Christ. A maimed and chained person is shivering under a robe soaked with blood and pus. Their teeth and nails have fallen and their shrunken skin is
new
covered in
challenge for me.
abscesses. Fucking hell. No one finds the courage to approach the bodies of these outcasts. Their rotting flesh and cartilage bearing the marks of void disease. Jesus Christ. Void, I've spent too much time here. The character's dodgy chance and parry are reduced by 10. Ah, great. Just a jacuzzi. A figure in decaying tatters is rocking to and fro, muttering indistinctly in several different voices, occasionally breaking into hoarse laughter. As you come closer, she freezes and turns slowly to look at you. An ugly, rusted mask covers her face. Are you here to take dinner to the other side? No. You're just wandering around in the dark, looking for the light, but it's nowhere to be found. Do you really not see it? Who are you? Old Zdenna. Zdenna the outcast. Zdenna the mad. Zdenna the disaster. Zdenna the curse. Zdenna the spurned. The woman hugs her arms to her chest and starts cackling loudly. Broken chains clink at her emaciated wrists and neck. A ghost of the past, a shadow of the present. Only the undying one knows. He alone. What is this repulsive place? Do you live here? The woman scratches her neck nervously. You note a deformed finger is ravished by some unknown disease. Here, where the unfortunate meet the undeaf. Here, a dumping ground for the bodies of those the undying one rejects. Here, where pestilence dwells. Sedina welcomes them all. Talks to their ghosts. Here, where Sedina lives? That sounds right. You talk to ghosts? You can't hear them? Sedina points somewhere off the side, laughs, then stops us sharply. They don't like it when people come here. Lord Captain, this woman is clearly ill, both spirit and body. Best to leave her be. Her colors are all mixed, smudged, poised to reveal a pure shade of madness, and yet scarlet threads separate these trembling patches, preventing her from losing herself. Why are you wearing chains and a mask? You haven't escaped the enforcers, have you? Ah, these gifts they are. The chains clink to announce Sedina's approach, for others to hear. She slides her disease-darkened palm down the rough, rusted metal of a mask. They hide, fearful of becoming like Sedina, afraid of losing face. The woman turns away and starts talking to someone only her eyes can see.
It's about time.
The character's dodge, your chance and parry reduced by 10. A strange rash appears on your skin after you ventured into ship's transportation tunnels. Most likely another trophy you've claimed. Yeah. Yay.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
See, right there. Duty prevails. The Emperor favors me today. I better myself
Difficulties.
through my service.
My pleasure.
If won by difficult assassin, okay? If won by difficult assassin, okay? The losers of the temporary wounds increase their melee damage by the same amount of one. Pujan drugs, Pujan drugs, Pujan drugs, Pujan drugs. Yeah, who needs blinding grenades? Pujan needs nothing but drugs. More drugs. Oh, neat. Yay, more organs.
Follow my lead.
Yeah, I shouldn't have been down here. Repair the control panel.
And done.
Go up. Yes, please. Oh, we're back at the flute player. Goop. If I go back to the void ship, will I get rid of this? The suspicious rash? Sus amogus.
Victory awaits.
You know, guys, what we have to do. I have a brilliant idea. We should do a gacha marathon on the server. Like we just do like watch gacha for like I don't know a few hours. I feel it would be funny. Just like gacha for like I don't know. We just enjoy gacha on like a Friday evening or something. How do I get rid of the suspicious rash? IWF videos? That's what I was thinking. I perform my ablution so I can get rid of that rash. I want to see someone from my retinue. Kibella, Heinrichs, Abelard, Pascal. I'll change my mind. Okay, have I gotten rid of the rash? I haven't. Yeah, suspicious rash. How do I get rid of the suspicious rash? Rogue traders, suspicious rash. Non-removable debuff. Okay, so I'm supposed to talk with like some sourback or something. Like somebody here is meant to be, or I can keep it for an achievo. Sourback. Enforcers are doing a very poor job of keeping order on the lower decks. It's kind of rash because of them. The mass of nonchalance on Sourback's face shatters. She pulls up your sleeve with one hand, already pushing the tip of a long glass syringe to the center of the growing rash with the other. A cramp runs through your body, and a cold sweat breaks out on your temples, but the itching subsides and you start feeling much better immediately. Tamper protected. Void leprosy is a terrible disease that has affected several of the lower decks in recent years. Our couriers know of a remedy that prevents its development at an early stage of infection, but if treatment is delayed, the patient's fate is not pretty. When did it begin to affect Bay LDA 14, and why wasn't I informed immediately? The master at arms bows her head in obedience, her eyes burning with rage and shame. Please, Lord Captain, I beg you to punish me for this ignominious transgression. Calm down, I'm alive and well. But things could have turned out quite differently. On the first evening watch, I shall visit the temple and submit to the proper punishment of the flesh with a spiked scourge before his contents. If you want. I would like to order shipping transportation of some goods. Yeah, we get along with these guys very well. We don't have the money to buy anything. So the Drusians. A heavy bolter. Guys, imagine. I gotta go good and have a good one, Angie. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, a heavy bolter would be really cool. Like, imagine Argenta with the heavy bolter. Sanctified staff. Enforcer light carapace. Emperor's Wrath. Power level, okay. Everyone adjacent to the target cell suffers psi staff rating, okay. Prerequisite sanctic powers, right, okay. Casbelica mission. Hex rifle, commissar boot. I know somebody had warp guide stuff. Oh yeah, cheaper because got along with one of them. Imperial Navy. Oh, thank God. Here's some fuel. There was one where I could get installing components. Yes, in just a second. I think it was the Casbelica one. Telepath staff. There we go. Moss pattern axe. Diviner's a staff. Prerequisite divination, so you can't even use it. Shuriken pistol, hand flamer. This to cargo, this to cargo, this to cargo. Yeah, heretical follower. I can't use this, so cargo, cargo, cargo. Don't like auto guns. Cargo, cargo, cargo. That's for heretical. Cargo, cargo. Sort it all again. Cargo, cargo. Bolter pistol. I have something better. A meso pattern bolt pistol. Cargo. Cargo. The Ripper. Cargo. 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 Interrogation goggles. Melee area tactic plus sniper game. Two more enemies with a single attack. Yeah. Cargo. It's 10%. How do I get 2,700 more? Merchant is not interested in this type of cargo. Okay, I have this. Are you interested in this kind of stuff, perhaps? Oh, it seems Xeno artifacts you're very interested in. Eldari weapon proficiency. Good evening, nobody. How much pierogi is too much, Vanya? How much is too much? There's no such thing as too much. There's no such thing as too much pierogi. Death Cult Assassin. Yeah, there's technically that one woman that I have, but... Only interested in heretic trophies, Xeno artifacts, maybe jewelry. There, that's technically jewelry. Stolen autocannon. Add to cargo. Holy gifts, not interested in holy gifts, but heretical bullshit. Yeah, I don't think I'll... maybe I'm still gonna find, like a woman or someone. Moss pattern axe. Ranged weaponry, 100. The scroll against the owner plus 50 bonus to lower Imperium. Basic. There's a little bit of Dukari barb needles. Yeah, I just want this here. But, I'm gonna get that eventually, maybe. Anything interesting in here? If this melee attack in combat cannot be parried or dodged. I'm loading up. I want that heavy bolter. I want that heavy bolter for Argenta. Anything for you? You guys are okay. Wait, this is a moss pattern accident. Wait, why didn't I sell this one? They gain temporary once you put the amount of collision damage. I mean, Pujan himself doesn't do a lot of collision damage. Abelard would maybe be interested. Hmm. 6 temporary wounds. Didn't I have these boots here? Melee area tactic. Gain 2 MP and 8% critical hit chance. Lasts until the end of the round. Oh, end of the round, huh? This is for you. This is for you. Wasn't there another thing? Oh, just those two. Okay, let's keep it that way. I really don't want to use her. She's creeping me the fuck out. No, the bayonet knife is staying. She could actually use this very well, yeah. The physical version if there is an arbiter. I mean, everyone has a helmet, right? She also does plus 20 to coercion, yep. into lore Imperium. You're sure. Dead eye shot. The only one who could use that is her. Plus 10 to awareness. Movement points by 3. Whenever they kill 5 enemies in a row in one turn, it doesn't really happen. Pujan could use these. 5 enemies in a row in one turn. She could also kind of use this, but I definitely will want to get those heavy weapons. Yeah, cargo. 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 I think which needs pierogi in the year, although Warhammer 40k. Yes, 100%. Has to. Drusians. Wait, no, I wasn't interested in Drusians. I was interested in this guy because I want the telepath's staff. Uniform kit and miscellaneous. Yeah, only 200. Right. I didn't want it to be this late, but as I said in the stream, that stream message thing, I probably will be playing way longer, and well, that is indeed what happened.